No, it's your boy H, it's your boy H, it's your boy Half. Look, man, Ighalo. Now, let me just be fully transparent here. Now, people have said that I've had a lot of hate towards Ighalo, called me break and so forth. But let me just be very clear here. Nigeria comes before everything. Sorry, I'm a complicated Chelsea fan, but Nigeria comes before Chelsea. Also, my country comes before everything. My country, my heritage, my culture comes before everything. So when it comes to the Super Eagles and Nigeria, like, I don't play. If you mess up, I'm going to slate you. And hence why I've probably severed any kind of chances of me getting interviews with any Super Eagles guys or anything. But it is what it is, But just that once Super Eagles comes, I just have tunnel vision. I have tunnel vision, and if you don't give 156% or you mess up, I'm going to come for you. I have to just come for you because that's just how I roll with the Super Eagles. I have rolled with the Super Eagles ever since. I've been watching in Nigeria ever since I was in the Lagos days, man. But he isn't playing for Nigeria anymore. He's left. He did well in the Nations Cup, and he was a good loyal servant for the green, white, and green. And I have to defend Nigerians. I have to. I always do my best to try and put a positive spin towards Nigerians, Nigeria, and so forth. Victor Osimhen, watch out for him, my next great striker. Relax. And I'm happy for Ighalo. I'm happy. I'm really happy. So I'm not going to comment and be like, oh gosh, Ighalo, who the hell did they get? I'm like, no, I'm happy for him, and I hope he does well. And this is huge for him. First Nigerian ever to play for Manchester United should have been Obi Mikel. And maybe that's another conversation for another day. If Obi Mikel had chosen Man United over Chelsea, we may have seen the Nigerians as Zidane. Relax. It's a discussion for another day. But this means a lot for Ighalo because he's like, he growing up, living in Nigeria. Manchester United is a massive club in Nigeria. Huge. Trust me, it is massive. And people, there are passionate, and I mean absolutely passionate Man United fans in Nigeria. So it's a huge thing. And I think, as Ighalo was even saying, there were actually people celebrating in the streets of his village. And when he told his mom was like, wow, was actually in tears crying because of such a huge thing it is for him. So he knows that it's a massive deal in his career, and it's something that he never saw would happen. And he even took a pay cut. Homie even took a pay cut in order to actually push this deal to go through. So that in itself is an amazing thing. So, and I think for Ighalo, look, man, there is no greater motivator for a sports person or an athlete than to prove people wrong. That's one of the greatest motivators to have. Is like, oh, all right, I'll prove you wrong. I'll prove you wrong. Like, I will show that I am that good, that I can do the things that you think that I can do. That's, yeah, I can ride. And I do hope that he does well, because look, Ighalo can be a very good finisher. He is a very, very, very good finisher. And I just think that's for Man United, if they can play for him and understand him, that's where they need to go. And I think whenever you have any kind of striker, you have to understand the kind of striker you have. You have to understand what their strengths are, what their weaknesses are. You have to understand, do I have a striker who is fast? Do I have one who is strong? Do I have a target man? Do I have a guy who likes it in his feet? Do I have a guy who can link players as well? And I think with an Ighalo, you have a player who I think is very good with his feet, has a kind of street Nigerian football where he can really dribble and really get past guys with a nice, good old drag back Nigerian skill. And he's the kind of guy where, like, he's not going to get into a through ball or run speed onto a through ball. That's not his game. But he can play with his back to goal. Homeway can play with his back to goal. So I think if Martial or Daniel James can pretty much create situations for him inside the box where he can be backed up to a defender, turn them, or they can provide good balls for him in and around the box where he can really much shoot on sight, I think that is the best thing that they can get from him. And they need goals. And I think Ighalo, he is going to be extra motivated because it's such a big deal for him as a Nigerian playing for Man United, and how many Nigerians will be focused and the spotlight will be on him because he's playing for Man United. So I do hope that he does. He proves people wrong. Now look, he is no Victor Osimhen. He's no Amokachi. He's no Amunike. He's no Kana Wanko. Okay. He's no Eli Agahoa, but he is Ighalo, can surprise people. He has the potential. Let me just say it. He has the potential to surprise a lot of people. And I think, for him, like, you have a mission right now. Your mission is, can you score the goals or make the plays to get United into top four? Because to this right now, top four is very, very doable because Chelsea are just having a laugh right now. Chelsea having a laugh right now, so that, and they can't even be fully trusted. So within Chelsea, Tottenham, and so on and so forth, that fourth spot is up for grabs. Top three ain't happening. Top three, those guys are gone. But that fourth spot is up for grabs. But I think that's just what I wanted just to put this out there to say. There were obviously people joking, making laughs and everything. Oh, like, oh, this guy has played for Watford. How are United getting a Watford player and everything? And I think, people will throw jokes and laughs. But look, man, for Ighalos, like, all that matters is what you do on the pitch. What people say doesn't mean anything. Now, if you break it up on the pitch, all right, well, they're right. But if you score the goals and you play well, boom. So all that matters is when's that game. His people can talk about when's that game, because the best way to respond to people, you don't respond as an athlete. You don't respond through words. You respond through your actions. That's the best. An athlete should never open his mouth to respond whenever people question his ability. The way you respond is, these are the goals. That's my triple double. That's my 5-set, 3-set win. This is how I'm rolling. I came first in that 100 meters right now. And I am interested to see how he does. Obviously, the kind of slightly worrying thing is he's coming from the Chinese league. How will that really affect him? Because whenever you come from a league where the standard is very low, it's very hard to now get back to the kind of sharpness, because trust me, the Premier League level is vastly higher than that of the Chinese league, which is the issues that I feel Carrasco is going to run into as he makes his return to Atletico Madrid. So that's where we're at right now. That's where we're at right now, and I think that is how you have to be very kind of aware with regards to where you're at as a player for Ighalo, where like you're aware that twofold. You're aware that of the history of the club, what it means and everything. But all that matters, all that ever matters, I have to stress this, is when the referee blows that whistle and they play. That's the thing. Like, all this talk doesn't matter. All that matters is what do you do when you play. And if you were to ask me, look, all right, how well do you think he will do? I really don't know. Obviously there are question marks based on, like, he isn't a high tier striker. He has come from the Chinese league. Well, he's a guy that can come clutch. He came clutch for Nigeria in the Nations Cup, and I think what makes his difference is this is a big deal for him. Because for Watford, it's like, yeah, I'm playing for Watford, I'm just doing my thing. But he's like, oh my gosh, I'm at Manchester United. This is a club that there's pictures of him with a United jersey as a child. So with that in his mindset of like, okay, this is a bigger deal than playing for Watford. This is a bigger deal than just getting that very nice check in the Chinese league. This is now a club that I spotted when I was a child. This is a club that is a huge, massive deal in Nigeria. So I'm going to try harder. I'm going to really push myself a lot more than I did for Watford or I did for the Chinese league, And that's just for me. I as a Nigerian, as a fellow Nigerian, I say Super Eagles. It is what it is, I claim that it is that was what it was. Clean slate. As a Nigerian, I hope he does well. And as a Nigerian, I hope and I pray that he proves people wrong. I hope and I pray that he does prove people wrong. So for Ighalo, Ogasa, make it go down, sure. Become a Football Hut member and gain access to cool emojis on the live streams and get access to new YouTube content by clicking the join button here. And to view that new content, head over to the YouTube channel homepage and click on the community tab over here.